Welcome. If this is your first time listening to the Haitian Millennial podcast, press and play. This is the podcast where we talk and give our perspective, discuss topics from a Haitian Millennial perspective, from our current situation and where we live, which is from an American standpoint.
Yes.
So if you are listening right now from everywhere else, we thank you. We appreciate you for him play wherever you're at. Our algorithm say we got people everywhere.
Yeah.
Even out there in countries that we've never even been.
Mm-hmm.
So we thank you. And if you're Haitian, salute. If you're not Haitian, salute. And make sure, of course, you take this experience with us, take this journey with us. We started off telling our stories from season 1. Yeah. We're still telling our stories, but from different angles. Mm-hmm. Now in season 4, we will tell you exactly how we plan to tell our story. But this is the first episode. We're going to go slow. We're going to really get reacclimated in this situation, in this platform, to make everybody know where we're coming from and how we've been, what's happening. And before we go any further, we have to introduce everyone on this chair right now. And if you are listening, we are back in the same place we left you at.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you watched the last episode and you heard the last episode, we're in the same space. Yeah. All right. So picture.
Don't drop too many hints.
No, wait. Just picture. Actually, I'm a little appalled that a lot of you guys didn't know what a bibelot was. So we're gonna address this on this episode. But just picture a lot of bibelots like the last time.
Yeah.
Picture the couch. The furniture still is wrapped. Because we're not supposed to be sitting here. We're breaking actual record right now.
Yeah.
Twice. And we know we are borderline disordered right now.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
And Sumun. And Sumun.
Su couch. Sumun.
We're about to be Sumun.
But we are back here. And are we disclosing the location again? Yeah, we're in West Palm, man. We here.
Hey.
We are in Leona's home. Home, both. Yeah. So we're here. And before we go any further, let's introduce and let people know who we are. Ladies first, of course. And I'm going to start with my left.
Okay.
On my left, I have...
Hi, everyone. It's Gigi, a.k.a. The Realist. And I'm glad to be back.
Let's get it. A couple gunshots is coming. We already we got it.
That was a warning.
Yes. And did I mention that the Haitian Queens? I know Gigi already introduced herself, and I didn't properly make sure to let you know that I am surrounded by 2 Haitian Queens. All right, just so you know, that was one. And then to my right, I have another Haitian Queen, and she goes by.
It's your girl Leona, y'all, and I am here.
Yes, indeed.
I really
round of applause. This is not
here.
even a good shot. This is a round of applause. You have to make this,
yes,
a thing.
Season 4. You all are in for a treat, and I'm really excited.
And I think season 4, the 4 stands for real. Like we
gonna
do it for real. We gonna talk about these topics for real.
Yeah.
We gonna let you know how we feel for real.
Because now we're a little bit, we're like veterans in the game now.
Yeah, and we don't order full for fulls anymore. We gotta.
We don't?
Oh, wow.
They don't exist.
Oh, they don't do that no more.
No,
they do.
Oh,
where?
They do?
Yeah.
It's for
I thought it was a $5 one.
For the full.
I still ask for a 4 for 4 and I get it.
At 43.
So maybe season 4.
Whoa. But if I'm
You see, I got
because
you.
I'm so fiscally responsible, right?
But what about your health?
Oh.
Wow.
See, that's what we mean by for real. That's exactly what we mean by for real.
Wow.
We are addressing everything
It's okay.
for real. Because at 43, why are you eating four? But we get it. We're going to get into that. And I happen to be the third Haitian person in this
and a king
podcast.
And a king. We don't ever call him that, but he is a Haitian king.
Right. And we
I'll
truly believe that he is, and he shows
Who
that in every single
eats 4
thing.
for 4s.
But nou tande? Di ba ka kite mba mouye, mba ka dry. Kome minute nou gen la? Nou gen mem 12 minutes la.
Mba. You've been introing for a minute, Mark.
Hey guys, I want y'all to know we really do care about each other. But we need to know about the king.
Yeah,
the
go
king
ahead,
of
go ahead.
what? HMP.
No. I want them to know. You let them king, maybe you retire to them.
No.
You think them king, you retire to them. Bye, problem. Just you know. Anyway, I am Mark the Dreamer. And that's it. That's who I am. the third Haitian on this Haitian Millennial podcast. So again, thank you for hitting play. And we're gonna get right to it. And we're literally picking up where we left off.
Yeah.
Where we left off, we talked about dying traditions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you press play, wanting to know what's happening right now or hearing our thoughts on what's happening right now in Haiti, we're gonna get to that. We want to make sure we slow walk this process. We're not trying to be, what do you call it?
Tone
reporters.
deaf.
Tone deaf.
No.
And also we're not reporters in so many ways.
Yeah.
We wanna keep what we have as far as like our tone and how we approach every podcast the same way. We want to also do the same thing with this episode. Yeah. And this is our first episode back in the new season. So we're gonna get into it. Yeah. So stay with us on this audio journey. So we're getting back into dying traditions, right? So for those that are listening, this is going to be more video-wise. So if you're not following us on any platforms, I would suggest you do.
Yes.
But we did something.
Chile.
The dying tradition last episode was about Biblos.
Yeah.
Yes.
So again, back into, if you don't know what Biblo is, hopefully you do now. You do know what it is now. But it kind of got us going about certain things that our parents did or traditions that happened around us that we happened to also be not voluntold. We were just taken to certain places. And one of those places was Timache. And for those that don't know what Timache is, it's the flea market.
Yep.
Yes.
And today was the first time I actually read the definition of a flea market.
I never thought to do that.
Right, but don't read it. You don't need to know.
Did you think it was accurate though?
It's absolutely accurate.
Accurate for what? For what we've experienced, or accurate?
Or for what it is?
I think it is.
Okay.
You want to read it, Leona?
I think he disagrees.
I don't know. I don't know if it's accurate.
Read it.
Accurate.
What does it say?
Okay, you're going to pronounce the French part for me, okay? Okay. I'm humble, Mark. The term flea market may come from the French moniker
marché aux puces,
a title that was given to a Parisian market that specialized in selling secondhand goods, which may or may not have contained actual fleas.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. Then why did we take it? Why did we do that?
But Timache doesn't translate.
Yeah,
directly
Timache
to
is
flea
little market.
It's
little market.
Oh, wow. I put little walk. I said little walk.
Oh, yo. I cut that for you, son. I got you.
Oh my God. We do love each other.
I got you. I got you. But anyway.
I know. Listen, I know there's a millennial that I speak to specifically. You're here with me.
Yeah. You picked up what she was dropping. Okay, but anyway, we took a trip to the Timache, not to find Biblos, which I think you say you stumbled upon a Biblo.
I tried.
Okay, so what actually happened is we decided to go to the Timache with a budget.
Yes.
And each of us, we started with $40. So our goal was to find out, with that $40, what can we purchase, like with the mindset of our parents at the time. You know, back then, our parents would take us to Timache and just find stuff that either they need or felt like was cheap enough to take at the time. So we wanted to see how far can $40 take us, and can we get something valuable? So what actually happened? I'd let you ladies go first.
I'm gonna start off by saying I did not go in with the mindset of my mom.
Okay.
In that I wanted to.
Are we doing the point system?
Sure.
Wow.
So you're starting off at 10.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Actually, you already lost.
Yeah.
You already lost. like 5 points.
No, because
Already. You didn't bring the mindset.
You didn't bring the mindset with you.
To my defense, I don't think any of us came in with that mindset.
Don't talk
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself. Like, you have one mic, okay?
The objects purchased will be the evidence. But
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
but no, like once I got there, I maybe I forgot that instruction. I didn't put myself in that mindset.
So what took you off your game?
The heat.
Oh,
Yeah. 1,000%. I agree with that all the way.
But it was.
Well, I guess we all got to duck off points for ourselves because we didn't go at the break of dawn, like early in the morning, as our parents would
we
go.
did not go bright and early.
And I won't point out why that happened.
Don't worry about that. Playboy. That's that splat. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
However,
all points deducted for everybody now. Everybody started at 8. Now you're already at 5. Yeah.
8.
Yeah, everybody started at 8 because
thought
we
we
lose
started
2
at
points.
10.
No, we lose 2 points already
Oh.
by default based on us getting there when the sun
this
was
is
hot.
not gonna work out.
We're going to be at 0 then.
Let's see
We're
where you
in
at.
the negative.
I don't know.
So what the people really want to know is what did you buy with your $40?
So I didn't go in with my mom's mindset, but it definitely took me back to being a child going, and so just walking around and seeing all the things, I was like, okay, what do I can't necessarily see what I need here, but what do I want? And so I did end up purchasing.
Can we take some points off? What do you mean what she want?
Because I'm an adult.
Our parents went with what they want.
It's
I
not
already
a
said it wasn't my parents' mindset.
mindset.
Okay.
Okay.
So kids
That's
deduct
fair.
points?
That's
Kids
fair.
deduct more points?
That's
Okay.
fair.
Okay.
Did you bring in what you bought?
Yeah, this
Can
is
we
not
show
yet,
it to the
not
camera?
Yet, not
Okay,
yet.
okay,
We're not
okay.
talking about that right
It's
now.
okay. I brought one item. I ended up buying sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Yes.
Lynette, tu pun kat tanda. Last
Because-
Lynette.
because-
Lynette prescription ou bien qui ça li?
Prescription.
Non, parce que monsieur connaît parce que
Ou
on
on
achète
a-
Lynette,
right.
on a team acheté Lynette, on l'a acheté.
Yeah.
Please let us know.
Sunglasses.
Sunglasses,
Yes,
okay.
to cover
Gusto
my
là.
eyes,
Get
yeah.
over it.
But little get again, Lynette, liaison lot.
No one had to know that. No one had to know that.
Lia lot boy, acheter même pas la salle de gain.
avec Lynette. Ça veut dire li font bagay américain fait
Yep.
comme
Oui.
yo gen yon la kayo ya.
Yo
And you
acheter
buy
lot.
more.
You acheter
yes.
lot.
Oh, même j'habille bleu. Ou gen
Because-
bleu là.
because
Ouais,
guess
Bible
what?
fait encore.
Because guess what? That's the American dream, y'all. I am my ancestors' wildest hopes.
I'm going. Combien que vous achetez Lynette ça?
$15.
$15. Okay.
Hey.
Et puis, gon little birdie qui dit comme ça, gon l'autre monde qui dal passer. Même quand tu achètes Lynette ça, $15. Avant, voilà acheter $15. Combien c'est demandé avant?
20.
Oh, so vous save $5.
Oui.
Go and have a plus. He save $5.
But to be honest, I'm gonna be very real.
This is the season to be real.
Yes,
Please
I
be real.
respect everyone who's out there doing that type of work because that is not easy.
At all.
It is not easy. I recognize the entrepreneurship. I recognize the self-sufficiency. I recognize the embracing the capitalistic society that we live in.
Pas gen point pour ça non. Ça se fait là, pas gen point.
And that's okay.
Même si vous faites sorry, ou fait pas la sérieux.
The people give me points.
Yes.
Oh, God.
However, wow, if you've stopped going to Timashes and you're trying to pick it back up, you gotta give yourself some grace.
Yeah.
I was not ready.
Yeah. We gotta be more ready for sure. But okay, I don't know how many points you still had left, but so I'm gonna let the people.
I think I love.
But how much?
I'm gonna
Whoa,
let the people-
maybe we should have went in. So maybe how much money do you have left?
Yeah, how much
Yeah.
money do you have left?
Yeah, I spent $15.
That's it. So you have
15.
You said it's 15
No,
out of the
excuse me,
40.
yeah.
So you have 25 left?
25.
Yep.
Because it was 40. 25.
Must be
Okay,
nice.
that's good.
So you still got money in your pocket.
I
What
do.
about you?
All right.
Leo, you want to go next or?
Of course I can.
Sak paso.
So the flea market experience. My Timashe experience was Very interesting. The heat, for one, you have to be prepared. I left my fan at home. I was already ready to go.
You think a fan going to do something?
Absolutely. My portable fan, I can't believe I left it home. But when I went into it, I personally think too specific. So in my mind, I was either looking for a vacuum or tools like
Candle vacuum?
Not,
I guess you could
you could
find a
that.
vacuum.
You know, I was
okay,
thinking.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was either a vacuum or tools, specifically like Allen keys. What are those things called? I don't know.
I'm going with
Please be nice to me.
Who isn't tools?
You know,
that's it.
or like a drill, like something along those lines. And we found one vacuum that was $35. He didn't want to go to 20, so I had to leave it. I had to leave it. No, I'm tight cobla, okay?
First of all, were you holding the money like this? You had it on your bra?
No, I had no, it was in my wallet.
But wait, what was the quality of the vacuum?
It was good. He said it was brand new. He said we could try it out. You know,
vacuum what?
It wasn't a name brand.
It was in the box.
No, it was not. We're at the flea market, guys.
There's things in boxes.
I mean, yes, but not.
It was brand new.
So, well, he told me it was brand new. So then there was a second vacuum, and it was more handheld, so it was smaller than the first one, and that one was 15. And I said 10. She said no. I said, well, I gotta leave it.
She was pushing.
I was haggling. Do we know how to haggle and negotiate in our society?
That's definitely our parents' trait right there.
Yeah. I know. So
I'm gonna tell you, I don't like to haggle.
I haggled. I did. I haggled because
I shopped through Prime.
No, you need to haggle. You can't just accept. See? Well, in our mainstream society,
we're not gonna survive this next era. We're not surviving.
Actually, when I go to Target, you know they'll match your price.
So you're talking about couponing.
I'm just giving context.
Viewers and listeners.
I just want to say,
Target.
I was unprepared for this episode because honestly, I should have came here. They was clowning me when I was talking about how I like to meal prep and be all organized and responsible for finance.
Stop.
So now
that was season in the past.
Mark was clowning you.
We're not bringing this into season 4.
But so yes, I was really firm on haggling because I've seen my mom and my parents do it so much, and they get a lot of deals. They get a lot out of it. So in the environment, I was like, hey, like, I can finally be like them here. So like, let me try it out. She said no, so I had to walk away. And I think I exercised a lot
Mm.
Like, hey, you know what? All right, I need to walk away from this. And then I approached the same sunglass people as Gigi. And then,
no problem now.
Yeah. So
incoming.
But I look great, you guys.
The set of glasses that I wanted, they said 20. I said no. And then he said 15, and I said 10. And he said no, and I walked away, and he said no, I'll do it for 10 for you.
Wow.
And then I came back and I said no.
Oh.
I was like, no, actually, I don't want to do that.
Heartbreak.
Because I felt like the glasses for $10 there,
the value was not matching.
it wasn't matching. So instead, with my money, I chose to go buy a $4 drink. Like a $4
you had us
drink.
in the first half.
I did.
And then you lost us.
Right.
So why staying?
Because I'm a millennial, guys. Come on, I needed. It was a very nice, refreshing drink.
Before I even tell my side of the story, I really just got the gist of where our generation's going.
Yeah.
Which is?
We have someone who's gonna spend all their money at Target.
Yeah.
With no haggle, nothing. No haggle.
No pushback.
Not even saying
coupons match pricing. Okay.
But that's what had to get you. It's already the coupon price was the original price. Anyway.
Maybe.
But
maybe.
but what we're seeing here is like there's a side of us that just wants to just purchase based on the price that's given to us.
Yeah.
Because we want it and we just gotta have it. And then we have another side.
Yep.
There's a side of our generation that is literally looking at things strategically, and they might not even purchase things when they want to or when they need it. They want to purchase it when they feel like the price is right.
Right.
So I just want to add and maybe this might make me sound even worse and bougier.
Yeah,
and all
because
the things.
she didn't even do it right.
And that's fair. Number one, Timashes are great in terms of the concept and what they represent for the culture, and they make sense for places like Haiti and other nations that have these types of stores. However, America does spoil you. It does. Like, sincerely, it was really hot. It was really dusty. Some of the stuff they were selling, I don't even know if they should be allowed to sell it.
Listen, the consumeristic.
We are indoctrinated into a consumeristic culture.
I don't.
So wait. So this is okay. Wait. All right. Damn. Now you gotta like crush. I think you gotta crush a little bit of where I was trying to go with it, but it's okay. We're here now. And go ahead, Leona. Sorry.
No. Yes, please keep your thought. What I was gonna say was, the consumeristic mindset that we have turns things like flea markets or thrifting or whatever it may be that requires a little bit more effort on our end to be deemed like, unlikable. It's like, oh, this is so much work. Why isn't it so easy? But I do believe that there is a lot of value in it, and there's a lot to be learned, not only about what you want and what you really need, but also what that person is willing to do so that way they can, kind of make a living.
Because I'm going to say, as like my parents got older and as we like got more situated here in the US, going to Timashe became less and less of a thing.
So
like they built a Walmart on 441, and that was like a game changer, a super Walmart. I remember when it opened, it was like a huge deal.
But did you feel like the prices matched a little bit
at Walmart
for what you needed new? You could afford it new.
Yeah.
Is that what the rollback was all about?
Then now we have like Dollar Tree, Big Lots. Like there's other stores that sell these things in a quote unquote affordable price. Granted, you can't haggle in these places.
Yeah,
right.
There's no haggling.
But you are getting to shop for these things in an air conditioned building.
But there are air conditioned flea markets too, where people have.
Man, that's not too much. When I go,
it has to be hot, right, for it to be real.
Yeah, okay.
But they do have those air conditioned things, and
yes,
I think it's more of the individual who enjoys the practice versus what you're actually looking for.
What is the practice?
Of actually kind of feeling like you have a little bit more control over your purchases. I think that is what is the biggest part of a flea market, is having control over how you're gaining items or how
it's like a itch.
Maybe like, what do you mean?
Like someone wants to, like they like the aspect of going to Timashe and looking for or finding things that are not in stores anymore, or something old, antique, and or maybe some gold, quote unquote. What I mean by that, not necessarily gold, but something that they were probably looking for, and then they were able to haggle and get their pricing that they actually want. Like they like the sport in a way.
So I would say like Timashe meets both ends in that. Like if you want to be essentially like a business owner or an entrepreneur and be able to sell things, you now have this platform to do it, because where else are they going to be able to do this? Right? Which,
you can get in trouble.
And then it depends on the street.
Yeah.
And then as a buyer, like for example, let's say you want to buy sneakers and you don't mind buying used sneakers. Where will you find used sneakers?
At a thrift store.
At a thrift store or the Timashe.
Yeah, that was one of my things. I did pick up some shoes and try to see what it looks like, and there was a nice Haitian lady who was there. She asked me not to record her marchandises.
She has that right. She has that right.
I mean. Of course she does, but what am I going to do with the recording of your marchandises? You think I'm going to put it out there for people to come buy from you? Huh? Is that what I'm going to do?
She's blocking her own blessing.
How dare you, Mark?
She blocking her own blessing.
How dare I promote?
Don't do mommy like that.
How dare I promote her marchandises?
Don't do mommy like that.
No, but it was interesting to, and this is a different situation we're in right now. So let's just say if we take the example of someone who just came in on the Biden program, for example.
Right.
Okay.
And that lady, and I'm saying that she was from the Biden program, but she does seem like she has a harder time adapting to what regular jobs are requiring for her to be in that space. So Timache, I guess, gives her that platform where however amount she pays to be there and collect things and be able to showcase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just be, because she was literally there chilling, eating. I don't know what she was eating, but she was sitting there eating like it was literally in front of her porch.
Yeah.
You know, the Haitian mashund mindset in Haiti, where literally you just have a bulk of things and you're just selling them. It doesn't have a niche or nothing like that. Is what you find that is good enough to sell, you're selling. So it was kind of one of those like, okay, I see she's trying to do something.
It's an authentic experience.
Right. And she had that Haitian, like the Haiti mindset, not Haitian mindset, the Haiti mindset of, hey, so fela. You know, what's going on? Why you got this camera going on around me? Like, so I feel like. And then, of course, we met another lady, which was a lot different.
Yeah,
it seemed like she was
excited.
Yeah, like she seemed like she's taking this seriously a little bit. Maybe she's been there for a little longer. So
or her kids have probably told her.
Right.
She did bring up her kids,
son,
so maybe they have informed her of like, hey, you engaging in this way is favorable for your business.
Okay, let's put ourselves in if that was our mom.
Okay.
Per se.
My mom, you know what? I don't want to get her in trouble because I don't know.
Okay. But let's just hypothetically.
You know, the government.
Let's speak from
they're taking away gig work, so I don't want to say that.
Let's speak from a hypothetical standpoint.
Yeah.
If your mom was a vendor at Timache,
Okay.
after our experience today, what would be your takeaway? Like, what would be something that you would advise her, or what would be the next step, either to say, like, basically, what would you advise her to do after that experience that you witnessed today, if that was your mother, hypothetically?
Do you have an answer, Mark, while we think?
I guess I could start.
Okay.
Because my thing is, with me currently being an entrepreneur, if my mother was selling goods at Timache, and that's something that we had a conversation that she likes doing on the weekends. She likes to just collect things on the yard sales or whatever and resell them in the area and try to make a profit. In my opinion, it'd be like, don't stay within just a physical sale aspect. I would say whatever you have on sale here, also have it on Let Go or whatever platform that is digital. So then if your goal is to get rid of inventory, you must have, like, we are in 2024. There's many ways to get rid of that inventory.
That's really smart.
Right. In a way, like, I didn't see anybody there with a digital mindset. Everyone was just sitting there waiting on someone to walk by, and they're betting on whoever comes that day. So if no one walks by their spot and see anything, they're not making any sales. So while they're there that day, for example, if they have a Facebook, whatever they have, they could take pictures and say, hey, this is what I'm selling today. This is the price. I'm here. Or I could drop it off to you after I leave here. There's so many different avenues to, like, sell.
That is really smart.
But I have a question. What led you to believe that no one did that or was doing that or has done it before?
Well, I'm talking about today. Maybe somebody has or is doing it at a different flea market.
Right. You just in the moment.
From today, and that was my mother. If that lady was my mother from that standpoint.
You were told,
that's where I was out. And also, like, and when I saw the other places around, there's not a, QR code is not a new thing. I didn't see a single QR code out there to take anybody to, like, a digital, like, if they have the money right now. Like, if they want to buy something, you check my little listing on whatever, scan this or do that. And it was there's just little things that I would do to kind of enhance that. So then make them a little bit more of a way where they can, I guess you would say, scale the business. Because let's just say if this lady, bless you. Let's just say if this, sorry, we just said bless you on the pod. So everybody bless Leona right now, please. And maybe you listening from 2 years ago, still bless her, okay? Or 2 years from now, still bless her. But from that standpoint, I just feel like that would give them more power. So if somebody, let's just say, if that lady sold everything to us that day, if we decided to say, Mommy, we're gonna buy everything that you got right now, she's not gonna be able to come next Saturday because she don't have any inventory no more.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So it's like she's probably gonna be like, okay, my ponty break boom. Re-up to get the stuff.
Right.
So there's not really a system, in my opinion, based on what I see. And if that was my mother, that's how I would kind of go about it, to kind of give her the power of truly owning the way of inventory and getting rid of it and not have things just sitting there. Because she have to pack that stuff to go home again. Like today she got to pack and hope again that tomorrow or next Saturday she brings it back again and try to sell it.
That was a good response. Sorry, Gigi. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You went really deep into that. What came to mind is initially in the moment of like how I would assist my mom would be to diversify the inventory. Because one thing that I noticed was that a lot of Haitian vendors seem to be selling the same things. Like it was, the curtains, the sheets, the aroma, like the detergents, that same, carrot. I don't want to say bleaching, but that soap.
That soap is for bleaching?
No. Mark, don't do that. They bamboozled you. It is.
That is awkward.
Because they're gonna be like, figure clair, and they know why.
No. You dim soap like bouton.
To make the darker spots lighter.
The carrot cake?
Yeah,
No, the carrot soap?
It is. It's like there's a specific
It's micro
kind.
bleach?
There's a specific kind of carrot soap, guys.
Don't worry.
Y'all let me know which one it is, but I know y'all need to watch out with that one.
I'm shook.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
seriously.
that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Explain what?
Yeah.
Kulola? Did you so for blanc?
The secret, right? We found out the formula.
She's been micro bleaching this whole time.
For many, many years.
Lord.
But
I'm joking.
I seen somebody's face on the box. I should have known.
I'm telling you guys.
Shout out to Blondine.
As a chocolate girlie, I know.
This lady named Blondine Ferdinand, she has a soap that she sells. It's a bleaching soap.
What is it called?
Bleaching
But
cream.
is it carrot?
No, it's bleaching cream.
Oh, that's different.
They have
cream.
the creams too.
Yeah, there's bleaching
There's bleaching cream, and there are some of the soaps that have that specific property to do that. But I didn't buy that. I was not there for that. But that's what I would do
a deeper conversation.
to help my mom.
Because
it is.
hyperpigmentation is a real thing.
That is but I would help her diversify that inventory. And again, I think that, and I don't want to come off wrong here, but I understand that market, or Haitians typically market to each other, but let's diversify so that way we can kind of increase the income and increase our range. And like you said, kind of scaling so that way we can increase that profit. So maybe instead of a specific, because they do a lot of curtains. So instead of this embroidered, overdone curtain, let's do something minimalistic.
Ooh.
Something clean.
You speaking like a true millennial.
Yeah, that is
something clean, minimalistic.
But something that caters to
go
other...
Whose house is going to have that?
Somebody who's not just Haitian.
Wait, that's where we got to say about the dying tradition. So is going to Timache Haitian.
Yes. And I'm
absolutely.
I'm gonna make a point
Absolutely.
here because I just have a revelation.
We need a horn.
Farmers markets are extremely popular.
They are.
Yes,
But are they not just gentrified timaches?
But that's what I said.
They are.
Yes.
They are gentrified Timache.
I had that question. What is the difference between a flea market and a farmer's market?
Somebody has a business at the farmer's market, and they have you can reach them online and all that stuff. They're more digitalized on the farmer's market.
And it's also more uniformed in how it looks.
Absolutely. There's a lot more organization as well.
Yeah, they have a little presentation wise. They have their thing, and they
There's
have a
map.
niche. And they have a niche. Like they're only selling bracelets or their earth.
They're crystals and stuff.
We're dropping a lot of controversy here, guys. I mean,
They sell candles.
Oh yeah, a lot of that. A lot of body oils, like you know, like the soap and the soap.
Yeah.
Watch the soap.
Lots of soaps.
Leona Simbrella déjà.
Watch the soap.
There were beaucoup de comme ça.
Wow.
Sorry. Non, mouillé lui. Mon visage, est-ce que nous tout mouillé comme ça?
But diversity would be what I would say.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
diversifying that inventory, you know, not just to a specific brand, but also expanding it to other things like cutlery and, you know, just other things outside of just that kind of cookie cutter. I don't know what that specific category is of like pillowcases and sheets and linen and, you know, all of that. So that'd be my first step.
I do want to add, because now I'm like, dang, I have to really assess this. I also don't like going to farmers markets for the same reason I don't like going to tea marchés. Just to clarify.
Do you like the outdoors?
No.
Okay. We figured out the issue.
Et pas ça soupe là qui déclare non? Il va pas soleil même.
Li pa fò soleil men.
No.
Li men l'embray.
What?
Li men l'embray. Yeah. And Target.
In all seriousness, I have, you know, vitamin D deficiency is a real thing.
And black women, yes it is. I'm
Yeah.
vitamin D deficient too. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mati, ou get married, ou get vitamin D.
Wow.
Sorry.
It's Kenny's reaction. And on that note,
Good shot. It's on me. Hey, season 4, for real.
Yeah. For real. Yes.
But continue.
that was spicy.
Go ahead, Gigi.
Okay, let's bring it back in.
Yeah, we gotta reel it in, guys. Reel it in.
Child of God.
We all a child of God. What do you mean? What's your problem? You're married here. What's your problem? That's what Bonje Zibu.
That's not my problem.
Go back, okay?
Anyway, yes, I don't really like the outdoors. So I don't want anyone to. I think if more people actually saw the Timasha in that lens of like, if I'm willing to go to the farmer's market, why can't I do this? I think it would also help with the diversity in who goes there, and then that may encourage the sellers to then diversify their inventory.
I see what you're saying.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because I don't think they were expecting us to come.
They
their
look
target
confused.
market.
I'm not
Like
gonna
the
lie.
last,
We're not their target
Yeah,
market.
like
Yeah,
the
they're
mommy,
not, we're
she was
not.
like, "Oh, I love when I see Munyo Konsa." Like,
Yeah.
they don't see people like us come, and so I think if more of us did come, then that would shift maybe certain things.
But that goes into the conversation. Is this something that is a tradition that needs to die? I know
Does
it's
it need
dying.
to die?
It's in the dying stage. Is there something? Is this something that you would see like someone in our generation pick up after their mother? Like, for example, if the mother passed this on, because, you know, God forbid things happen. Either, you know, things happen, but then she's stuck with all this stuff in the garage, and she decided, oh, my mom used to do this on the weekend. Let me continue this. Like, do you see that happening? And what are the chances of it if you do? Or is it dying and dead?
Because entrepreneurship is on the rise, I can see someone saying, okay, I'm going to pick up the family business because it's work to provide and do all these things.
Right.
I just don't see a millennial or even a Gen Z doing it exactly like their parents.
Okay.
And that's why I think when we were there, we saw who we saw selling. It was an older crowd.
Very much, yeah.
But then I see on the other side, outside of the Haitian crowd, there's also the Hispanic crowd. But the Hispanic has more of their children there. So do you think they have more of an intention to keep this going? Or
It's
we can't speak
generational.
for them?
It looks
Okay,
like there's a
you're
generational
right. Based
intention.
on that, we didn't see. Well, I saw a couple younger kids in the Haitian booths as well, but they were younger. They weren't helping. It didn't look like they were actually helping to sell. They were just there because their mom has to work that day. And they couldn't be home by themselves.
Do you think? Maybe this is a little too deep. Like, for Hispanic culture, do you think they have a mindset of like, you know, because it's family and stays in the family, this is just a natural progression
To pass it on.
Yeah, whereas I feel like in Haitian families, you come to this country so your kids can do better than you.
So you don't even bring your kids around this
Correct.
environment because
That's
you
a
want them
great
to do better.
question.
That is now we're getting a little deeper because what happens is is it a pride thing that like mommy's not really proud of doing this, so bringing the child doesn't really showcase that's something that I want you to do as well. I want you to do something else. Don't even think about this.
That could be a part of it, but I also think they would want us to have our attention elsewhere.
Right.
Like, this is not where I want you spending majority of your time because I want you to do better somewhere else.
So from a parent standpoint, is it a bad example then?
It's not a bad example. They're working hard. It's honest living to make money. It's just hard work.
Let's put our millennial hat on.
Wait, ask the question again.
Is it a bad example? A
example?
bad showcase of what you should do? Like, hey, like this is not something I'm doing this because I have to. Is it that kind of mindset? Is that what it is? Like, I'm doing this because I need this money to pay X, Y, and Z bills, but I don't want you to think that this is a way of living.
I don't think it's a bad example, especially if a parent is encouraging their child that there is other things that can be done.
Right.
If a child, or if I as a child am being told I work at a flea market and this is what you need to do to be successful, then I think that might not be the best messaging. Okay. You know, maybe then it might be connotated as a bad example. But in order to bring a child into that and be like, hey, I work at a flea market because I want to run a business, and if you want to run a business one day, here are the ways you can start. Here are the different ways you can learn how. I think that's a little different, but I don't necessarily think it's a bad example.
Okay.
Because you have to have a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
You have to be very strong, and there's a certain like mental fortitude to go out there. Some of them do this every day, or as long as it's open. Yeah. To sell. I think that type of traits to pass on to your children
are great ones.
That allows people to be unstoppable in what they want to do.
So where would a Haitian mother at the age that we've seen today get the process to learn that the traits of her consistency and hard work can be translated that way to her kids, rather than the way that it's probably happening where, you know, mommy's going to the flea market and I got to do what I got to do, and not necessarily explaining that this is what's happening and this is what I want you to get from what I'm doing.
I think that happens just with maturity. Like, I don't know that.
Yeah, where do you think that would happen? Like, where would is it the church? You know what I'm saying? Like, where you think it would happen? Where they would get the click that their hard work and dedication can translate as a good trait to their child.
Children.
Okay.
Rather than shutting them out of the.
It's something to be mindful of, because some families stay in survival mode, and so I don't think those types
that's
of
a whole nother conversation.
I know.
Wow.
I don't think those types of intentional messaging, because it's like, instead of seeing it as, you know, all these positive characteristics, it can be like a trauma or an embarrassment. And then it passes on in a negative way. Right.
But we just highlighted the positive aspects of it.
So how is that translated?
Right. And where do they pick it up from? So it's like now we're not even blaming the parent. We're probably now looking at the institution that they get their overview from. But then if we had to, you know, we don't have to stay in this topic forever, the dying tradition aspect, but we stumble upon something where it's like, where do our parents frequent the most? And if we are pinpointing two things, it's either work or church. Yeah. So I do think, and I don't know if any pastors will be listening to this, or if you have a millennial daughter or son that is listening to this and you just happen to hear this in the background, there has to be some more intentionality on the leader's part that lead a group of people to make better decisions for the next generation, or for us to be aware of it now to make differences in the next generation. But at least I think right now it can still happen, because I think certain adults that are in this current stage of being Haitian in America still have duties and things, and they even have children still. Some of them still can have kids, or had, you know, situation where they have kids, so they still, or younger kids, so they still are able to like calibrate a little bit of their thought process. So I think it'll be a good conversation for the pastors or leaders to have based on the congregation they're leading, to be able to highlight the work that they are doing, to be able to translate that to the kids or the people that look up to them, so it doesn't shut them out.
I agree with that. And earlier when I mentioned it takes a certain level of maturity, is because, to Gigi's point, there is a certain level or a certain age where you just can't comprehend why something needs to be done, right? Because it may be associated with embarrassment, shame, or any of those feelings. However, when we grow into adulthood like we are now as millennials, we can think of many examples of something we thought was embarrassing that our parents had done, that now we realize, oh, that was a strong thing. Like that was courageous. Like that was discipline. Like that was for my good. And when we're able to connect those dots, even not right away, I think that's where that messaging really comes through, when we truly take time to what we're doing now, even like, hey, is it a dying tradition, and putting ourselves in those positions? I mean, I don't know, one day we're going to rent a booth and try to sell stuff. We might be frustrated and come back and be like, that was harder than we thought.
I have all the respect for that.
You know what I mean? So when we're essentially like putting ourselves in those shoes and in those positions, we can understand like, wow, no, this is not easy for a reason, and not everyone can do it. And to watch a parent do it for so long and for their kids, and to be so sacrificial in doing so, is it really blows me away. So that was really touching for me to see, because both my parents have done that, and for a very long time, and I couldn't be in the heat like that. I just couldn't do it.
No. And I think for our generation, because a lot of us are dealing with trauma from our childhood, and there's this like overwhelming message of like, my parents let me down this way or this way.
Yeah.
I think part of healing and recognizing your parents' perspective is, if you feel shame around your parents doing that type of work, or even like, parents who went into the cleaning industry or the service industry, the CNAs, like, where they were doing the work that's considered the hardest, sometimes the most disgusting. Like, if you could come to terms with the fact that your parents woke up every day to do that job for you, I think it will help put into context not to like necessarily absolve them for the mistakes, because there was mistakes made and they may never say it, but I think they feel it in the inside. But also recognizing, to be in this country and have to work this way, it's just like, it's unfathomable. And have to continue working that way. Like, I was going to say, well, my husband and I, we're having a conversation about that. But just this idea of like, hey, when are they going to retire? And we talked a little bit about that during the holiday party. It's just like, when will they retire? When will they stop? When will they get a break? And then now we get this kind of sense of responsibility of like, whoa, I one day might have to be at a flea market for extra money because I have to now take care of my parent. I haven't even ironed that out yet. I don't even know what that looks like, but it is a possibility that is slowly approaching. And what do we do? Right. How do we deal with it? How do we take that next step? Right. You shared something like that about your parents as well, Mark.
Yeah, for sure. Like the brothers, the Darius brothers, we're definitely putting together certain plans and ways that we have to support our parents in the times when they need to be retired.
Yeah.
And just we're going to talk about updates and things that happen in our lives, but just a small little one before we dive into it and move into another subject. But there was a time recently that my mom didn't feel so well, and things were looking a little, like you got to sit in front of things that are coming and progressing, because your parents need to rest. They need to take time off. My mom still works full time, and my dad still works full time, and they're in age. So now it makes you think about what are the steps that needs to be done. So it makes it very real and intentional. And today, again, was just another example of what our parents or people that are trying to make a living are doing. And how they're keeping the lights on or whatever it needs
Yeah.
to be, or keeping the tradition going because they probably just do it. Before we leave, actually, like let's just say if I was a very successful person in my business and mom didn't have to work, but because she's done this so much, she might feel like I need to go back on my show on Saturdays.
Yeah, why not?
Just to pass the
Just to
time.
pass the time, yeah.
So it's like there is that too. Don't want to leave that out, but we're gonna move on to the next topic. We're gonna talk about, of course, where our parents come from and where our bloodline come from. So we're gonna talk a little bit about Haiti right now and what's happening. So let's get into it.